Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.
Guam Department of Education Superintendent John Fernandez says the department is looking at ways to improve ACT Aspire test scores for Guam public school students. The test, given to students in grades 3 through 10, the Aspire test assesses their readiness in English, math, reading, science, and writing. Results are broken down into 3 categories. Ready, meaning student scores were at benchmark level. Close, which means scores were slightly below benchmark levels. And in need of support, which means scores were more than 5 points below benchmarks. GDOE's State of Education report shows Guam students' math scores for every grade tested were either close or in need of support. Fernandez telling KUAM this reflects a national trend toward declining math scores, but he says Guam's low math scores could be linked to reading and comprehension issues.
Understanding the word problems and the problem solving that goes along with that. In reading, we see the same thing when you look at the gap between where we are and the national benchmark, and you start to analyze the responses that our students have on the standardized tests. You're seeing a lot of the areas for improvement around comprehension.
GDOE 8th graders finished above benchmark in English, while 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th graders finished ready, meeting ACT benchmarks for English. 4th, 9th, and 10th graders were close, coming in just 2 points below benchmark.
For a district that is over 50% categorized as English as a second language, I do think that we are positioned to give ourselves some credit for scoring where we are. But, again, our target is to try to hit the benchmarks and beyond.
Fernandez cites reading and comprehension as 2 problem areas for Guam students. ACT results for reading show students below benchmark at every grade level tested. No grade level came within 5 points of benchmarks for reading.
Guam students do very well in English, and in a couple of areas we were exceeding the national benchmark in a couple of grade levels. So as far as English goes, we're doing okay, and we'll continue that progress. With reading and math, I think it all comes back to literacy is what we've been looking at. So with math, we tend to do close to the benchmark in our early grades, but later on, as the math gets more complex, as you're looking at the more complicated and complex problem solving, we think some of the issues and challenges there, the challenges that most states and districts are also experiencing across the mainland, a lot of that comes back to literacy.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.